Today I want to talk to you about the angle grinder or the disc grinder, and it's a type of electric power tool. So there's a couple of main uses for the angle grinder. One is for cutting with these thinner discs here, and that's all they're for, just cutting. Never use it for grinding or they'll just disintegrate. And of course you've got the grinding disc as well. So the two main uses are for cutting and for grinding. So what sort of damage can occur with a grinder? Well, the plastic case can get broken, the motor can burn out, the cord can get cuts and nicks in it, and the plug can get wires poking out of it which could electrocute you. The guard could be missing, in which case don't use it, it's just too dangerous. And make sure it's got a handle, it just gives you much better control. And make sure that the disc is not damaged, hasn't got any nicks out of it. Okay, hazards. You're running with electricity, 230 volts with these grinders, so you need to make sure there's no nicks in the cords, because otherwise you can get electrocuted. You don't want wires poking out of the plug as well, or you can get electrocuted. The other thing is, with a grinder, make sure it's got the handle on it, because if it kicks back, you want to have good control or it will hit you in the head. The other safety thing you need to worry about is make sure it has a guard. As I've repeated before, it has to have a guard. Also, make sure you've got PPE. So let's get real safe. Have your eyewear on, have your earmuffs to protect your hearing, so you don't have hearing loss from the loud noise, and of course put a face shield on. And the face shield is going to protect not only your eyes but also your face. Next thing is safeguards. So these are things you do to make sure you're going to be safe. Well, the first safeguard is of course your PPE, your earmuffs, your eyewear, your face shield, your overalls to protect your clothing and your arms from sparks, hot sparks and hot bits of metal, and of course your sturdy footwear. Another safeguard is never use it without a guard. Another safeguard, make sure that the cord is test tagged. That means you know it's in good condition and it's safe to use, and use an RCD. Always use an RCD. Another thing is never, so if you're using a grinder and you use a big disc like this and you wear it down till it's smaller, don't go and put the worn down disc onto a smaller grinder. Now this here is only meant to be spinning at around about 6,000 RPM, and this one's meant to be spinning at 12,000. So you're going to take this one here and put it on here, it's going to be spinning twice as fast as it's meant to, and it runs the risk of it actually exploding on you and hurting you really, really badly. Make sure that when discs are changed, you've got the power disconnected, and then you can take the disc off. And also make sure that when you do change the disc, you do it correctly. Don't have this nut here around the wrong way. So make sure it is absolutely correct. Three main causes of real serious injury are not using a guard is number one, number two, using a wrong size disc for the machine, and number three, not correctly installing a disc. Lastly is maintenance. Clean the machine with a dry rag, store it in a nice dry place, and make sure you store your new discs in a dry place as well. So store these in a dry place. If they get dropped on the floor, break them in half with a hammer and throw them away. It's just too risky. There's been a guy around the coast about 20 years ago was killed with an angle grinder, cutting some guttering on a house. It shattered, cut him on the throat, and he died, bled to death.